What's up, hustlers? So this morning, I did a clarity call with someone from the entrepreneur social that we had the other day. And I'm finding that most small businesses or people just starting, and I prefer you to have already started, you either are too simple, right? So if this is your product page, it's either too simple, maybe this is your home page, or it's complex, meaning you got so much different stuff going on that people cannot decide, all right? And today gave me a different angle. Actually, the last two consults that I've been working on, actually one client and then this consult, I try to just let people leave with a simple idea of what their brand could be and how it should be built. Most of the time, what you find is if you're doing this, you're building it. This is built for you. This is all of your ideas dumped onto a page. And, you know, if you've seen that, how does a person decipher what is for them when they have all of these different options and I'm trying to self-identify what I need from your business? On the other side here, this is built for the product. If I had to choose, I would have a very, very simple website with my no more than 5, preferably 3, if not just one product that this person can go buy. And what I want now to kind of, what I came up with for this person today was more like a track. We need our customers to be able to self-identify with where they fit into our business. And you got scorecards from Daniel Priestley. If you're doing this, you got the cognitive load, that you're overloading a person, paralysis by analysis. And what we actually came up with is we got 2 tracks. We need to know if you're a beginner, and we need to know if you're advanced. The way we figure that out is one entry-level product that will help you identify. This could be a quiz, or it could just be as simple as saying, do you need a beginner or do you need an advanced version, right? So right now, I'm told you guys I'm on a juice detox. I'm on what would be it was called the detox and reset, right? And I've clarified that we changed the name to match the branding, but it's a beginner level detox, meaning I can still eat 2 meals a day, right? If you at 3, you should go to 2 meals a day, and you should drink your juice in the morning, in the afternoon, in between water, tea, fruit, right? Watch your proportion of your meals. Don't overeat, but kind of condense down what you're doing to 2 meals. On the other side of that, so we got a 2-meal detox. On this side, you got a 1 to none detox, right? This here is you're actually fasting. And that's what the girls are actually doing. And I came in, I'm like, oh, after doing this detox, I'm like, if I had more, because yesterday I didn't eat. I ate fruit during the day, and then at night I ate. But I'm saying, oh, if I had more juices in this beginner detox, I feel like I could get through here, right? So I'm giving room for a person to graduate, to graduate from beginner to advanced by delivery. What I told her is like, look, we're going to recommend for you to have at least 3 months of detoxes in order for you to see how it goes. After your 3rd month, you can decide if you want to go to an advanced detox or not, right? Or if you want to go in the fasting route. But what we did was we increased the LTV, the lifetime value of this customer that is on the beginner, to at least give it 3 months worth of testing, right? Once they get to the advanced, they probably just going to live inside. This is where the actual community lives, right? This is, I put 2 T's. This is where the actual community lives when you become an avid juicer over here in this box. Here, we going to dibble and dabble. So this might be a $50 to $100 a month. This is going to be $100 plus a month. Lifetime value of this customer is somewhere above $1,200. Lifetime value of this customer is somewhere around $600. And that's the year, lifetime value, yearly value of the customer. You keeping them involved, you keeping them going. This thing here could be some experience. So let's say you have a class that you teach. Let's say business 101 or advanced business, right? What I want to do is have some type of trigger, like a social. This is my entrepreneur social that we just do. I want to provide the absolute best experience for people. This is not about work. This is about having a good time, right? We had free food. We had drinks. We did pay as you leave, so you could donate however much you wanted as you left. We would have probably put a $20 price ticket to be in a room or a $30 price ticket to be in a room. Some people paid $100. Again, adopting the concept from LaRussell. But this experience, then I want to deliver them, and we talked about this, to the first half of what I actually do. For me, that is $1,500 or $9.99 up front. That's my beginner level stuff. That's where we focus on clarity. That's where we work on our copy. That's where we simplify the business, and that's where we build our landing page. Once you've done that, the advanced portion is to get you into automation. And then we can talk about marketing. What I'm finding in the people that I'm talking to, because they're doing so much and they're trying to adopt a bunch of different methods that they've seen and trying to make it fit into what they do. You have to make the business fit into you and what you want to do and how you want to structure everything that you have going on. So we want to have an entry-level product, whatever it could be. It could be free, lead magnet, experience. It could be whatever is needed. There's so many different strategies, and you got to find the one that will fit into your business. Then we're going to try to have some beginner level, right? But we're going to have a beginner level commitment that we want from people, right? This could be a quarterly or monthly, but the level is going to be beginner. Detox, we can just do a beginner. This is a quarterly detox. We do this juice detox quarterly for these people. My advanced people might do it monthly. Whatever the case is, this is what we're trying to adopt into our system here in order to get them over to monthly, if not weekly detoxes and juice consumption. The lifestyle. In the sense of my entrepreneur social, then I want to deliver them to some beginner level, my 4 week or 3 month over the internet program, which is the blueprint. So I deliver them this blueprint on this side as my beginner level product. Then once they're done, they can graduate into the weekly meetings where we're actually working on what are you doing? What are you trying? What are you doing to market? Are you setting up your automations? What should be communicated? It's 2 different levels to this. And where you want to spend most of your time is taking care of these people, right? On the flip side of that, the way that we can do this is we can do cohorts to deliver them to the group, to the main group. The cohort will kind of graduate into the main group. So we got levels. We got super beginner level. I'm going to give you the best experience. Come hang out with us at brunch. Come hang out with us here. Come do this class this day. Just show up to whatever you want. All of you guys here can come show up to a Saturday meeting. We do it every Saturday from 11 to 12:30. Sometimes at 10, I do basic teaching earlier than that with people who want to see the system and understand how it fits and how it works. And then I do clarity calls as well. So from that, I need to get you from a one-time visit to some type of commitment And then once you're done with this level of commitment, you up to the standard. And that's why I say get to the standard. Once you're up to the standard, I can deliver you to the main group where we're just working, right? We're checking in, we're sharing wins. We're just working on our businesses actively. What I'm finding is that, if you cannot commit to at least one day a week consistently to working or being trained or having a curriculum that you follow, and then leave that maybe hour and a half, 2 hours a week, and then leave that and put 4 to 10 hours in on your business, you just ain't gonna be ready for this, because nobody's holding your hand here. Here, you need to come with the questions. Here, you need to create the problems that you need to solve. Here, we're gonna get you up to the standard. We got a track record or a proven path to get you to the standard. Simplify what you're offering. You're better off looking like this than you are looking like this. You're better off with simple, straightforward, your products on the page than you are with all of the different things that you could possibly do for someone. Believe me when I tell you, I used to be this person. My first year after being blackballed, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I dumped a bunch of classes, made some money, don't get me wrong. But I told you guys the systemized version, and I'm just gonna call this the systemized version of it, did $25,000 with 5 people, right? So this portion is something that I'm seeing from the consults that I'm doing now that I'm doing it outside of the t-shirt industry. And don't think you're any different than what the corporate clients may look like. You may have a $5,000 or $500,000 business that is going through some of the same things that you're going through. The first thing I'm gonna do is simplify, get clarity in what you offer and who you offer it to. And then you have to build everything in the shoes of that person. So you may need to find a case study to prove out your concepts. You may need to talk to potential customers and ask simply, why aren't you buying? What's stopping you from participating? What's stopping you from jumping in my business and taking part? Because you got to be able to understand the objections, overcome the objections, and the only way to find the real objections. Chat can tell you what some of them are, but talking to real people and trying to convince them of what it is that you need them to do or they need to do is a different story. So you need to talk to real people in the midst of working with chat to organize what you got going on. So hope you guys learned something from this video. I'm your boy Stan. Remember, everybody needs a stand. Peace.